Wizard 3, the third hell. Yeah, I'm doing 3 just this once to keep the arcs together. So we begin this one with Genie jumping for joy on account of his newfound magic powers. Yippee, I'm a different kind of flaming now. Meanwhile, later at the antique store, Lucy is being catty as the Detonadette fawns over MC Whizzles. You know, plot essential stuff.
Oh, MC Whizzles, tell me again how you fight monsters and doesn't afraid of anything.
Oh, you poor skank, you really don't know whose bitch you are yet, do you? Meanwhile, later still, Genie's crappy firehand trick lands him a TV spot. So he attempts to show it off to MC Whizzles, but nothing doing.
So let me get this straight. After the flame demon attacked you, you got fire powers. I think that it might still be alive and fucking with you, bro.
Yeah, right, as if the hero of a show like this can figure something like that out. Master, I think you're just jelly of my superpowers, so you're messing it up right now, that's all. Genie runs off mad, but don't worry, he's not in despair yet. Still a ways to go till this one closes. Elsewhere, in a clothing store that went out of business and the crew snuck into after it shut down, the council of 2 head bad guys confer, one teaching the other that running into barrels somehow didn't kill the flame monster from last time, which is explained away needlessly by Bubbles having the ability to jump into shadows, which is maybe too neat a trick for the monster that's gonna be killed off by the end of the episode, but at least they're thinking big. We'll see how long that lasts. Meanwhile, late night, MC Whizzles is having a quiet moment with dark-haired Jiminy Glick. Whizzles breaks the silence with something really stupid to make up for his being perceptive earlier.
Because I didn't become a mage called wizard by choice. From his perspective, it seems my actions were no different than the funky phantoms.
Well, considering that you were trying to kill him when you met, I'm pretty positive that you just meant to say something else. Maybe you should consider trying to think before you speak.
You're right, Glick. You're always right.
Say, wanna have a flashback to when we first met? With fair warning given, flashback!
What's up, yo? I am young MC Whizzles. Make some magic rings for me, 'cause I heard you do that. Wiggity wham wham wazzle in the his house.
Guys, flash forward now.
Oh, classic me.
Meanwhile, later, Genie is humiliated when his fire trick doesn't work on live television. Also, when he realizes to do the fire trick, he had to shout "Chichin Pui Pui," which is the Japanese term for chicken dick. Well, the Japanese baby talk for it anyway. Oh, also, the host of the show he's on happens to be Bubbles the Flame Demon, and Genie's been naked the whole time. Or maybe not, but for lack of shame, he was still carrying the children's book with him, so Bubbles jumps into his shadow and makes him burn it. This causes a breakdown in Genie, since I guess they're still doing the thing where mental stability rests on a single, easily destroyed object. Though, since the implication was that Bubbles was riding in Genie's shadow, he could have done it much earlier. Well, I guess he really just wanted to pants him on TV. They are still recording, by the way, so the public knows about monsters, and I'm sure it'll be like that for the rest of the series. Meanwhile, earlier, MC Whizzles knocks a guard unconscious to get into the studio. Normally not a thing worth mentioning, but to do this he puts his self-roofie ring on the guard's hand, then grabs the guard's hand and scans it over his obscene belt buckle. I just felt you should know that that was the show's master plan for the ring from episode 2. Like as not, we'll never see this ring again, so I hope it was worth it for you, people who collect this shit. Once he finally reaches Bubbles, MC Whistle starts to get knocked around by Bubbles' shadow-jumping scorpion shit, but soon he turns the tides with his new ring, which wasn't set up last episode because that one was needed to knock out a guard. So the new ring luckily gives the power of light in the form of a flashbang, which only lasts a second, but out of respect for the formula, Bubbles stops jumping into shadows after it hits him. MC Whizzles then finishes the monster with his amazing new water form. It's amazing and new because it has its own theme, because they waited till the 3rd episode to show it. Well, the monster's dealt with, so now it's time for Whizzle's journey into the mine. Or failing that, whatever whatever he finds in Genie's head. It's pretty much the same deal as last time. Freaky monster wrecking up mine stuff, problem solved by Whistle's pet dragon, which is of course to say the robot dragon called Robo-Smaug. The difference is that this time Whistle's finishing move is to attach his motorcycle to the dragon's butthole, and then to kick that butthole to propel the dragon forward, which admittedly, holy fucking shit, that's the best attack ever. Although it leaves the show a few places to go. Happy ending time back at the antique store, which is more a room than a store. The Detonadette rushes in to explain to Team Whistles that despite the live broadcast, the public still doesn't know about monsters and riders and crap because the government totally sucks. But wait! Genie's there too! Oh joy, I guess he will be a recurring character. I might be down about that, but then I did just see a guy stuff a motorcycle in a dragon's butthole, then kick that same dragon's motorcycle stuffed butthole to give it an extra push. And so for the realization of my dream, I pretty much have to give this one a pass. And so on this beginning, my thoughts? Only cowards die. And only cowards don't. Next time, it's Mages on Stage, the musical crisis. Or Mage on the Glades. It's a crappy show. Till then, good night and click, 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 click.